What if I told you there wasn't just one you inside your head? What if there were actually 4 distinct characters, all kind of competing for control? Well, today we're going to dive into a powerful framework for understanding your own mind. And it's all thanks to the absolutely mind-blowing story of a Harvard neuroscientist who had a massive stroke and got to study her own brain from the inside out. So let me ask you this. Are you using your whole brain? I mean, really? According to neuroanatomist Dr. Jill Boltz-Taylor, most of us are living our lives a little lopsided. We lean so heavily on certain parts of our brain, certain ways of thinking, that we leave these other incredibly powerful parts just kind of running on autopilot. And that can hold us back in ways we don't even realize. Okay, so it all boils down to this fundamental split. You can think of your left brain as the home of me. It's your inner narrator, right? It's logical, it's analytical, and it is obsessed with the past and the future. It's basically where your ego lives. Your right brain, though, is all about we. It's completely in the present moment, it sees the big picture, it feels connected to everything and everyone. And trust me, understanding this division is the key to the incredible story that's coming next. And that story belongs to Dr. Jill Boltz-Taylor. She's a scientist, was teaching at Harvard Medical School, and her life's work was literally studying the anatomy of the brain. But then, on the morning of December 10th, 1996, a massive hemorrhage blew out her left hemisphere. And this wasn't just a medical crisis, it turned into the most profound journey of discovery she could have ever possibly imagined. It all started with this pulsing pain behind her eye, but within an hour, her entire perception of reality just started to crumble. She looked at her own hands and saw them as primitive claws, not as part of her. Her sense of self was literally detaching. By the 3rd hour, her right arm went totally limp, and the scientist in her, even in that moment, knew exactly what was happening. She was having a stroke. And over 4 hours, the parts of her brain responsible for language, for logic, for her very sense of being an individual, were just shutting down one by one. Can you even imagine? In the middle of this absolutely terrifying event, a part of her brain, the scientist part, recognized this for what it was, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This quote just reveals this incredible shift in mindset. She wasn't just the victim of a stroke. She was suddenly its lead researcher, about to find out what life was like without the constant chatter of the left brain. So, as her analytical, ego-driven left brain went silent, something incredible happened. She wasn't just losing function, she was gaining access to a totally new state of consciousness. She was stepping into a whole new world. Just try to imagine this for a second. That voice in your head that defines you, that reminds you of your to-do list, your past mistakes, your future worries. Imagine it just vanishes. In that right hemisphere, there was no Jill Boltz-Taylor. There was no boundary between her and the universe. There was only the here and now. She describes this state as just blissful euphoria, a deep, profound peace. See, without the left brain's constant judgment and analysis, there was no stress, no anxiety, no fear. She felt energetically connected to everything, as vast and open as the universe itself. I mean, it's a world away from how most of us feel on a typical Tuesday afternoon, right? It took her 8 years. 8 years to recover, to literally rebuild her left brain from scratch. But she came back from that journey with an incredible gift for all of us. She developed a simple, super practical model to help us understand the 4 distinct personalities that live inside every single one of our brains. Okay, let's meet the team inside your head. First up, you've got character 1, your left brain thinking. She calls her Helen. This is your inner project manager. Logical, organized, always focused on the details. This is the part of you that makes the spreadsheets and gets things done. Then there's character 2, your left brain emotion, or Abby. This is where your past pain and anxiety live. It's your emotionally reactive self, the one that gets stuck in old stories of hurt or fear. Now, let's hop over to the right brain and meet character 3. This is your inner child, playful, adventurous, creative, and just living for the joy of the moment. And finally, there's character 4, your right brain thinking, the wise queen toad. This is your compassionate, big picture self, the part of you that feels grateful, connected, and understands that, hey, we're all in this together. Now, the goal here isn't to pick a favorite character or to try and get rid of one. The goal is to achieve what she calls whole brain living. And that's just the ability to recognize who's driving the bus at any given moment, and then consciously choose the character that's going to best serve you and the situation you're in. And get this, This piece of science could honestly change how you deal with your emotions forever. Dr. Taylor explains that the actual physiological lifespan of an emotion, the chemical rush in your body, is only 90 seconds. That's it, a minute and a half. If you stay angry or anxious for longer than that, it's because your brain is choosing to rerun the thought loop that keeps triggering that emotional circuit over and over again. So that brings us to this super simple practice she calls the brain huddle. It's just 3 steps. First, just observe. Notice what you're thinking and feeling with no judgment. Second, identify. Ask yourself, okay, which of my 4 characters is running the show right now? Are you in your critical character 1, your wounded character 2, your playful character 3? And third, the most powerful step, choose. Consciously decide to call on a different character. Think about how this works in your day-to-day life. Feeling totally burnt out from your hardworking, analytical character 1? Hey, take a 5-minute break to do something fun, something silly, and activate your playful character 3. Or is your wounded character 2 caught in some old loop of pain or anxiety? You can literally call on your wise and compassionate character 4 to come in and offer some perspective and comfort. You have a whole team in there. You just have to use them. In the end, Dr. Taylor's whole journey leaves us with this one powerful truth. She lost her career, her memories, her ability to function, but she didn't lose her life. And in that, she found everything. It's this profound reminder that at any moment, no matter our circumstances, we have the ability to choose who we want to be next. We always have the potential to grow and to heal, simply because we are alive. And that really is the greatest gift of all.